Cincinnati, doctors say Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin is improving. He's communicating through writing days after his heart stopped on the field during Monday Night Football.
While doctors are calling Damar Hamlin's recovery miraculous, tonight we focus on a procedure that likely saved his life during the game, which stopped when Hamlin collapsed. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or CPR, is a procedure almost anyone can perform.
KCBD News Channel 11's Joshua Ramirez shows us how it works and how to do it successfully.
In a situation like the one witnessed on Monday Night Football, seconds can be the difference between life and death. Jeremy St. Clair with Lubbock CPR says using CPR can buy much-needed time in that emergency situation.
Within 10 seconds of the person collapsing on the ground, going unresponsive, you're not able to wake them up, they're not breathing normal, we want to start compressions immediately at that point in time.
Doing so helps keep vital bodily functions going until help arrives or you can get that person to the hospital.
Keeping blood flow moving, keeping oxygen going to the vital organs, the brain, so allowing time to get to the hospital.
Kenzie St. Clair, another instructor at Lubbock CPR, says there are 3 things you need to do if you're in a situation where someone becomes unresponsive.
We want to check the person, want to call for help, and then we want to provide care as necessary. After that, you want to just start compression. So you want to take your body, position them over the victim on the ground, take your hands and cross them like this. Hands right in the center of the chest, use your body for leverage, and push hard and fast.
30 compressions, and if you're comfortable, Kenzie says you can supplement with 2 breaths.
What that would look like is 30 compressions followed by 2 breaths. Tilt the head back, pinch the nose, and deliver 2 small puffs of air.
One tool that can be useful in this situation, an automated external defibrillator, or AED, that can help walk you through the CPR process.
Apply pads as shown in the picture.
During this time, you can still be doing compressions until it tells you that it's analyzing.
While certification isn't required to perform CPR, they are not hard to come by. You can sign up for in-person or blended classes at Lubbock CPR.
If you know what to do, then you don't feel so helpless if a situation does arise, and it kind of helps that you were able to do something, whether the outcome is good or bad.
If you'd like to sign up for a class, we'll have a link at kcbd.com. Joshua?